ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Thank you very much. Hey, everybody. I'll go, Wendell. Thanks. Those of you in our audience who are of my youthful vintage might possibly remember a fine comedian named Lou Lair. He made dozens and dozens of short subjects, and his favorite expression was, "Monkeys are the craziest people." Well, now it turns out that maybe monkeys are smarter than we think we are, than we thought they were, or the craziest people. In any event, we have as our first guest a psychologist who has some film with it that seems to prove the point that monkeys are pretty bright. Let's meet him as soon as we say hello to our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Kitty Carlisle. Bill Cullen. Peggy Cash. And Henry Morgan.
I get kicked. Panel, I've got some remarkable film to show you for starters. What you're going to see is a chimpanzee named Lana, and she'll be pushing some buttons on a computer. And each button bears a symbol. And as you will see, Lana gets rewarded if she pushes the correct ones. But not only that, she must push them in exactly the right order. The request sentences that she forms must start with the word please, and they must end with a period. Now here you see her pushing the buttons, and there they'll go the symbols. Now this time she didn't do it correctly because no goodie drops out. And so, figuring she must have done something wrong, she decides to just think about it for a minute, try to figure out what she did wrong. Then she's going to go back and give it another try, saying, well, what did I do? Pushed the wrong doggone button. There it goes. She pushes it right, and the goodie comes out. And there she is eating her goodie. Isn't that great? Cute as it can possibly be. So now let us meet the man who trained Lana to work that computer.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Dwayne Rumbaugh.
Number two.
My name is Dwayne Rumbaugh.
Number three.
My name is Dwayne Rumbaugh.
And here is Dwayne Rumbaugh's story. He says, I, Dwayne Rumbaugh, am a comparative psychologist. Recently, I conducted a series of experiments that taught a chimpanzee to talk. I use the word talk loosely because chimps are physically incapable of the spoken word, but they can communicate ideas. For instance, our chimp Lana talks by using a computer. 75 keys bear symbols for specific words, such as banana, movie, window, and give. Not only must Lana read the symbols in order to press the correct keys, but as you saw earlier, she must make whole sentences that are grammatically correct. Lana learned very quickly how to ask for all of her food and drink, and also how to request a movie, picture slides, and to ask to have the window opened. Lana is a sociable creature, and when she gets lonely in her enclosed computer room, she will ask for a human friend to come in and interact with her. Signed, Dwayne Rumbaugh. We tried our associate producer on that computer, and it took him 5 times to get his goodie. We've got some goodies from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Addiction is an epidemic. Millions are struggling, and over 100 lives are lost each day. Are you next? At Better Addiction Care, we understand the devastating impact of drug and alcohol addiction. Our network of treatment centers offer detox, therapy, counseling, private luxurious centers, physical fitness, chef-prepared meals, aftercare, and your insurance may cover up to 100% of costs. Visit betteraddictioncare.com or call 855-598-9901.
Tired of losing in life?
BUZZR, please.
Now BUZZR brings you Better Living Through Advertising. Vintage game shows with cool commercials left in. Tonight starting at 4. Only on BUZZR.
Our first guests for this session are three gentlemen, all of them saying that they are Dwayne Rumbaugh, distinguished psychologist who has taught a chimpanzee to communicate intelligently. And Kitty, let's lead off with you, please.
Thank you. Number one, is it true that the chimpanzee cannot actually talk because it has no larynx?
It has a larynx, but not one to produce human sounds.
I see. Number two, what is the symbol for give?
It's a little arrow.
Uh-huh. And number three, how long did it take the chimpanzee to learn to press these buttons?
She has been doing it for about 1.5 years now.
But number three, how long did it take her to really get onto it?
About 3 months.
Uh-huh. And number two, when she asks for human companionship, do you go in or somebody connected with
No,
you?
I never go in, but the attendants...
Why don't you go in?
Well, we aren't working that way. The attendants, who are the technicians, go in.
And what do they do?
They go in and do whatever she asks them to do.
Oh, well, number one, what does she ask them to do?
And from Kitty, we're going to go to Bill Cullen.
Within reason, of course. The reason number two has not gone in yet is because she has not pushed your button. Is that correct, sir? Actually, number three, how many buttons must Lana push in order, for instance, to get a banana? I mean, if she gets up and she has a craze for banana, how many buttons must she push?
She must push button for please give Lana piece of banana, period. That's 6.
6 buttons? Mm-hmm. I don't see that as terribly remarkable. We have a technical director on this show, Mike Rosar, can push 7 frequently without ever making a mistake. And he doesn't get a banana, I'll tell you. Number two, from all this, what are you learning? How are you going to, this is a silly question to ask a scientist, but how do you intend to apply this knowledge that you've derived from this?
Well, from this, we're trying to learn speech patterns in such a way that we can apply to retarded people, to people with dyslexia, to perhaps the deaf.
And from Bill Cullen, we go to Peggy.
Thank you. Number one, where is this center?
In Atlanta.
And number three, where's your center?
In Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Number two, does she like the movies? Does she have
She loves the movies.
any special tastes?
Well, she only sees one film. It's a documentary with chimpanzees in it.
I have an old series hanging around. You could show her a few of those. Listen, number one, you say you only have 75 keys. That's a private joke. 75 keys. Is she not capable of a larger vocabulary?
We hope that she will learn more words than that.
Well, then why don't you supply her with more keys?
It takes time, and we will do that in due course.
Probably. The trouble is making those keys, not poor Lana's fault. Now, number three, does she have any chimp friends? Or just human friends?
Mostly at the moment she has human friends. She doesn't have much to do with other chimpanzees.
Well, you'll have to straighten that out eventually, I certainly hope.
That takes us, please, to Henry Morgan.
There's something funny here because I don't believe there's any real connection between talking and pushing keys. Number three, are these 2 separate experiments you're carrying on?
No, our experiment has nothing to do with talking. It's to do with language, which is something different from the actual spoken word.
Now, how old is Lana?
She is 4 now.
Now, anthropologists say, to the best of my knowledge, that the oldest mentally a chimp can get is about 3. Is that true?
You mean in relation to a human being?
Right.
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
Number 2, if I say to you, at what age do you think that the learning powers of a chimp cut off? What would you say?
Age 50 or 60 when they die.
Number 1, what's the longest a chimpanzee can live?
About 50 years, 50 or 60.
I had no idea if that is correct. I had no idea. But in any event, it is time now for us to pick up our crayons and make our own little symbols. And the symbols we have to make are a 1, or a 2, or a 3. And the way we reward our folks over here is we give them $50 for each wrong vote. We give them $500 if it's a total stump. And Kitty starts.
Well, I voted for number 3. He looks like a scientist with a rather original mind, and he's an original dresser.
Very well. And Bill Cullen?
Hey, Henry?
Yeah?
You know why I'm glad you and I aren't chimps?
No, Bill. Why are you glad that you and I are not chimps?
Because if we were, we'd be living on borrowed time. Well, it's enough of that. I voted for, as Henry thought of it and gave it along to Bill.
So you got a pair of threes, and Peggy, my dear.
Well, I think they're all very good. The place is in Atlanta. I thought I could get them on that, but I couldn't. But number 2 said to me, a very intelligent answer, he said they can keep learning until they die. And of course, I think that that's true. Chimps are very bright, and they're brighter at 15 than they are at 4, Henry.
And so we got a 2 and a 3 and a Henry Morgan.
I don't believe it, but
I worked with them, and they are.
here I am, and I haven't learned yet not to answer Bill Cullen. Well, I voted for number 3 because he's right.
Well, that's as good a reason as you can possibly have. The votes are all in. Will the real Dwayne Rumbaugh please stand up? Four highly superior human brains, and every one of them was wrong.
4 chimpanzees over here.
Yeah, next time we're getting 4 chimpanzees.
Now, this is amazing. Doctor, is it Dr. Rumbaugh? He's talking about speech, and he said, forgive me, but you said larynx, and the word's larynx. So I cut you out right away.
He said larynx?
Yeah.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Well,
He
we have
said
to give him a button. I guess that's the thing. We're used to talking 2 buttons. Let's find out, Dr. Rumbaugh, who your friends are. Number 2, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Ralph H. Peck, and I'm the author of 16 travel guidebooks, mostly published by Arthur Fromer.
Ah, good. And number 3 over there with 3 big votes. What's your real name? What do you do?
My name is Ronald Prescott. I'm the manager of Steno Services, a public stenographer firm in New York City.
Right. Push the right button. Yeah, well.
Dr. Rumbaugh, now that you and your teammates have won $500, let's set the record straight and find out exactly where this project is taking place and who is sponsoring it, please.
The project is at the Yerkes Primate Center of Emory University. I'm with the psychology department at Georgia State University, and I'm the principal investigator. And there are scientists at Emory and also the University of Georgia at Athens, and we work as a team on this project.
Well, good. We'll await further progress. We hope, meanwhile, our panel will smarten up a little bit.
I saw her on
Thank you,
TV.
Dr. Rumbaugh, and thank you, gentlemen. Take care. What did you? Now, in a moment, we're going to meet a lady who runs a celebrity-laden Chinese restaurant in Santa Monica, California. And our panelists, yeah, you're going to get to sample some of her delicious Oriental cuisine. And in the meantime, just to put us in the mood, I'm going to open up a fortune cookie.
Oh, good.
Which reads, he who does not pause for a commercial message need not pause for his paycheck. That's true. That's true. We'll be
Is
back.
it going to be?
Washer's all washed up. I love it.
AC went kaput? That's cool.
With a home warranty from American Home Shield, every day is a good day for a breakdown. You don't have to worry about the day when something stops working or expensive repairs. Because when surprise breakdowns happen, AHS will be there to fix or replace parts of the systems and appliances you rely on every day. They help protect your time and money by connecting you with qualified pros and helping pay for covered repairs or replacements. AHS offers affordable plans for every home and options to tailor your coverage so it's just right. With more than 50 years of experience, they know how to keep you smiling when things don't go as planned. It feels good to be right when things go wrong. Get the protection you need with American Home Shield. Sign up today and get $100 off any plan with code AHS100. Visit AHS.com or call 833-PLAN-AHS for this special offer.
I've shaved every day for 20 years.
A couple times a week? Just for special occasions.
Shaving gets me ready for my day.
I feel more confident clean shaven.
But I'm tired of overpaying for a close shave.
With Harry's, I don't have to. Harry's offers 5-blade closeness and comfort. It's got all the features that I love.
And refills cost as low as $2 each.
Only half of what I paid before.
It's a premium shaving experience without the premium price tag.
Go to harrys.com/TV to claim your $5 trial.
Take a pea-sized amount. Apply it like a lotion. Pits, under boob, thigh folds, butt cracks, feet. This water-based cream, I'm telling you, it's invisible on the skin. It works like a dream. Why didn't someone think of this sooner?
What should we do?
I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
Well, as you can see, our panel is very busily chopsticking their way through these choice Chinese comestibles, and it is only fair then to meet the lady responsible for this feast. Here we go.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Sylvia Wu.
Number 2.
My name is Sylvia Wu.
Number 3.
My name is Sylvia Wu.
And here is what Sylvia Wu has to say about Chinese food. I, Sylvia Wu, am a gourmet chef, restaurateur, and cookbook author. Although I grew up in China, I never actually prepared food myself until I left my native land. In my book, called Madame Wu's Art of Chinese Cooking, and incidentally her face is blacked out on the book so that you can't recognize her, she says, in my book, I give recipes such as the ones our panel is now savoring. My egg fried rice is a favorite dish at my restaurant, where actor Pat O'Brien requests a little extra soy sauce to give it the burnt look that he loves. My Chinese chicken salad is garnished with toasted almonds and crisp fried wontons. This is Cary Grant's favorite Chinese delicacy. The barbecued beef, seasoned with fresh ginger, is the one dish that Robert Redford always orders at my restaurant. Americans think that Chinese food is difficult and complicated, but my book gives hints on how to substitute American foods for Chinese ingredients, what are the calorie counts for Chinese foods, how to use leftovers in Chinese cooking, and how to prepare a delicious Chinese dinner party in just 30 minutes. Signed, Madam Sylvia Wu. And Peggy, I couldn't help but notice you were forking your way through that food. No chopsticks for you.
I can't use those things. The food falls out.
How are you at asking questions?
I'll let you know. Number 3, isn't it true that you need a special sort of a stove that has a higher heat than an ordinary stove at home to cook good Chinese food?
Yes.
Well, then how can anybody in an ordinary New York kitchen ever cook successfully Chinese food? We only have what Consolidated Edison sends us, and that's not much.
Well, the gas is very hot if you turn the highest.
But a lot of people don't have gas stoves. On an electric stove, you just cannot do it, can you?
Oh, yes, you can. I cook with the electric stove.
But isn't it a special type?
No.
Okay, number 1, do you know, what is mushi pork?
Mushi pork is we made as chicken and vegetable mixed.
Thank you.
And egg too.
And what?
And egg too.
Thank you. And number 2, do you know who Pearl Wong is?
Oh, number 2, you don't have to answer that because the buzzer came just in time. We're going to go to Henry.
Number 2. Do you know who Pearl Wong is?
Well, I prefer not to say whether I know or not.
Oh.
That's a
See?
Henry.
Tells you something about their relationship.
Number 3, would you tell me what is char siu ding?
Char siu ding. Char siu ding is, char siu means barbecue pork. And then when you cut in small square means ding. So it's char siu ding.
Do you add anything to that dish?
It depends what you want the char siu ding for. With fried rice, you add the rice in. If you want the vegetable, you add the vegetable in.
Oh, thank you. Number 1, what's mugu gai pan?
Moku gapi is made by chicken and the egg and the vegetable mixed.
And on that note, we go down to Catherine.
Well, number 3, where's your restaurant?
My restaurant's in Santa Monica, California.
Oh, you should have
on
one
Where's
here.
Your Boulevard.
This is terribly good. You should have one right here. Number 2, what can you make for 20 minutes or a half an hour for a dinner party?
Well, you can have a soup with chicken and fancy, and you can make the chicken salad. You can make steamed fish, and you can have a gelatin dessert.
Thank you. Number 1, have you ever eaten at Danny Kaye's?
No.
He's an awfully good Chinese cook.
Yes.
Number 3, what do you substitute? What is the main ingredient in Chinese cooking that you have to substitute American ingredient for?
If you don't have a Chinatown near you, the small city, now if you want to substitute like sweet and sour sauce, you use ketchup, sugar.
Oh, really?
And vinegar.
All right, and that takes us, please, to Bill Cullen.
This is not one of my long suits. I haven't gotten but this yet, and I picked that up with number 1. They have a thing in Chinese cooking where they use a clay. They wrap something in clay and cook it. What do they call that, number 1?
Clay cooking. We call it like a paper or something.
Number 2, another dish I've always been intrigued with. How do you make a dong kingman, number 2?
Dong kingman.
Yes.
Well, you fry them.
Okay. Now I'm wondering who's pulling whom's leg here. That's all. Number. Thank you.
For the answer to that question, you have to consult Mr. and Mrs. Dong Kingman. Let's go, please, to Peggy, please.
I did it already.
Oh, you did already? Yeah, we already ended. I got so confused there with the Dong Kingman thing.
John Kingman.
All right, we've got the bell. We're through. And we're going to mark our ballots. And we're going to mark them number 1, or we're going to mark them number 2, or we're going to mark them number 3.
Most people call a leaf filter when their gutters are clogged and they notice one of the many issues that can bring. Well, sometimes it's the smell of mildew when water has seeped into the interior walls, or maybe they've spotted mold in the attic. But most often, it's the more obvious signs of damage, like rotten soffit, fascia, or water pooling near their foundation. You can get ahead of costly damage by protecting your home's gutters today. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help.
Schedule your free gutter inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
Everybody hates Beth. She eats all the food she loves and stays slim. Kim starves herself dieting, yet still can't lose weight. Beth is full of energy. Kim always feels tired. Beth has an unfair advantage. She takes Almacet, a breakthrough health and weight loss shake that fixes your metabolism to help you lose weight in a whole new way.
I couldn't lose weight no matter how much I exercise. I tried Almacet. I lost 26 pounds.
The reason you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat that's slowing your metabolism, making it very difficult to lose weight and stubborn belly fat. Almacet is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids and bioactive peptides to help unclog your liver and fix your metabolism so it's easier to lose weight.
My name is Stephanie Phillips Solar, and I'm an Almacet success story. I was able to lose 67 pounds with Almacet in roughly 7 to 8 months.
My weight is down. I feel much more energetic than I have in the past.
Over the course of time, I lost a total of 25 pounds. So thank you, Almacet.
Almacet is all natural, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and it's diabetic friendly. Some weight loss plans have you feel weak and hungry, but Almacet will renew your energy, and you can lose weight and feel great.
Almacet's unique protein can truly absorb in your body and aid with weight loss.
Studies showed Almacet helps you lose double the weight compared to other diets.
The fact is, Almacet works, and I highly recommend it.
Go online now to get started with Almacet for just $34.99. A great value to finally lose weight. We guarantee you can lose weight or you'll get your money back. Be like Beth and get the unfair weight loss advantage with Almacet.
Peggy, what do you think?
Well, number 1 said mushy pork was made out of chicken, and mushy pork is, believe you me, made out of pork, and it's wrapped in a sort of a crepe. And number 2 said she didn't want to say anything about Pearl Wong, who's a friend of mine, a sterling person, so I voted for 3. She owns pearls.
For personal reasons, you got a 3 showing. Henry Morgan, what do you think?
Pretty much along the same lines. I suspected the pork dish made with chicken, and it's not number 2's fault that she doesn't know our friend Don Kingman, although he might not taste too bad, you know. Okay. So I, too, voted for number 3.
All right, we got a pair of 3s, and Kitty.
Well, according to what I've been eating, I want to go to number 3's restaurant right away.
Hey, everybody's bunching up down at one end there. Bill Cullen, are you going to join the group?
You see, regarding what Henry said, we've all known Dong for many years, and I don't think of him as fried. Stewed occasionally, perhaps?
Well, Don Kingman or no, everybody has zeroed in on number 3. We'll see about it. The votes are all in. Will the real Madam Sylvia Wu please stand up? I'm sorry we didn't have better luck. Let's find out who we are. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Danielle Chow. I own Danielle Chow Travel Agency in New York and Madison Avenue.
Oh, fine. And number 2, tell us about you.
My name is Mao Chun Fan. I'm adjunct assistant professor of philosophy at New York University.
Well, Madam Wu, I hope to visit your establishment when next I'm in California. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you, ladies, as well. Take care.
Stay tuned to save $10 on the amazing socket fan light from Bell & Howell.
When you're hot, nothing feels better than the gentle cooling breeze of a ceiling fan, right? The problem is you're going to spend hundreds of dollars on the fan and just as much to have it installed. Not anymore. This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light literally takes 10 seconds to install. Let me show you. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Is that easy or is that easy? Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You've got 3 light settings and 3 fan settings with a push of a button. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. And if you have deep recessed lights, just use the socket extender. Closets and bathrooms can be stuffy and smelly, but socket fan constantly circulates and refreshes the air all around you. If you want a ceiling fan and light installed, well then you need a professional contractor. Or you can do it yourself and install socket fan in less than 10 seconds. So easy. Socket fan delivers portable, powerful, cool, refreshing air and bright light wherever and whenever you need it.
And now, the socket fan light with deep socket extender is yours for $59.95. Act now, and we'll take $10 off. So you get it for just $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off, and the shipping is free. And when you order, learn how to get the contractor's discount on the family-sized socket fan set.
Get cool fast with socket fan. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-648-8730. That number again is 1-800-648-8730, or go to buysocketfan.com. So call 1-800-648-8730. That's 1-800-648-8730, or order online at buysocketfan.com.
Just occurred to me that there may be some folks out there who don't realize that Don Kingman is a very famous Chinese artist. He's an American artist, actually, of Chinese parentage, and very well known here in New York, and I should imagine all over the country.
Yes, yes.
And a good friend of all of ours. And Don, I hope you were listening in. Take care.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Tartman production.